Hello guys, I am Deepak. Welcome to the Utkal Education. Today we will discuss about the statistics. This is a basic introduction class in which we will discuss about what is statistic, what is data, how we can find data, how we can arrange the data. This is very important video. Many students also face difficulty in statistics subject. In my childhood, when I was in 10 or 12 classes, I also face same problem. So in this video, we'll try to learn very easily about this subject. And in the next video, we will go into more deeper and deeper part of this statistics. So without spending more time, let's go into the topics. Let's try to understand the statistic. Suppose you are going to open a shop, grocery shop in a particular area. So first you have to collecting the data where you will to find whether there is a existence of market or not. What is the demand of the people and how they behave particular to the product. So first you have to collect all the data in a systematic manner, then you have to analyze it, then you have to interpret it, how differently the data can be arranged and presenting in a systematic manner. At the end you will find the outcome will become. From that you will find whether you will open a shop or not in that area. So basically here we mention what is statistic. Statistic is move around the data. So definition of statistic is the science concerned with the developing and studying method for collecting, analyzing, interpreting and presenting empirical means outcome of the experimental data. Data can be collected in two ways: primary data and secondary data. In primary data, you collect data from the person. Taking an example, in the previous slide I have told you that you are try to open a shop. So primary data should be that the data which you collected from direct to customer, that is called the primary data. If you collect data from newspaper opinion or research done by any other person previous, then it is should call as secondary data. After the collecting of data, that is primary or secondary data, we have to classify it into two types: simple way or manifold way. In simple way, data based on a single character. You can see here there is a two column which is represented by hobby and number of the students, and students are classified according to their hobbies. But in manifold you can see that in female row you can find two education row are there. Attributes contain two or more characteristics. So in this way data can be classified. In tabulation we represent the collected data in table format for proper understanding the data. If a data is given and it is repeated, then it is called the frequency of that data. Here we arrange score and frequency in a systematic way. This is called the simple frequency. In the other side you can see here cumulative frequency, means addition of previous frequency in consecutive way. If you consider the cumulative frequency for score 3, then it is 2 plus 5 plus 4 equal to 11. Simple frequency table can be divided into two ways, that is discrete series and continuous series. In continuous series, you will find here 2 2 to 4, then 4 to 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 12. You will find 4 and 4. First row 4, then second row first is 4 is coming, then second row 6, third row 6 is coming. In a proper systematic manner, there is called the continuous series. In the next column you can see that frequency is given, then cumulative frequency is also given. In the discrete series you can find there is no continuity there. In the left row is to see 4, 8, 12, 16 and 20 is given, and their frequency is there, then cumulative frequency is there. After getting the data, we can represent in a graphical manner or diagrammatic manner. So in one dimension you will find bar diagram, in two dimensions you will find circle, triangle, rectangle, etc. In the three dimension you will find cube, cylinder, cone, etc. In graphical representation we can represent in a histogram. Here we will see there is height of data is given, the height of the trees is given, so we can arrange it a systematic way, systematic manner. Here some mistake is there will be 65, so you will find from 60 to 65 the number of trees will be 3, and 66 to 70 the number of trees will be 3. So likewise it is mentioned height of the range, the number of trees. So can you say this is a continuous series or discrete series? So it is not a continuous series, it is a discrete series. Here you will find 65 and 66. There is no matching is there. So you will find this is a discrete series. So if you see the definition of graphical representation of data in a histogram form, histogram graph is a bar graph. This is a bar graph represents of data. Yes, it is represented data. It is represents of range of outcome of the columns. This is a column formation along the x-axis in the same histogram. The number of count or multiple occurrence is the data for each column is represented by y-axis. So here you see the y-axis. It is easiest manner that can be used to visualize data distribution. In second point of graphical representation of data is frequency polygon. So definition of frequency polygon is that the frequency is the frequency graph which is drawn by the joining the corresponding point of mid value of the class interval and their corresponding frequencies. Here is class is given 34.5 to 39.5, then 39.5 to 44.5. In this way the class is given. So in the right hand side you can see the frequency also given. So if you represent it in a graphical manner, we have to take the midpoint of 34.5 to 39.5. Here you can see 34.5 to 39.5, the midpoint we have taken, the frequency is 0. In y-axis you can take a frequency, left x-axis you have taken the class of the interval of the class interval. So in the 39.5 to 44.5 the midpoint is here, so you will find the frequency is 1. So in this way we can draw the point, then joining in by the line, and we can find this graph. Then next is Orgive or cumulative frequency polygon. So in ORGIB is a cumulative frequency polygon drawn on a natural scale by determining the value of certain factors like median, quartile, percentile, etc. In this graph, the exact limits of the class intervals are shown along the x-axis and the cumulative frequency are shown along the y-axis. So here he is given a class interval and number of students. So it is not a continuous series because 9 after 9 there is 10 is coming, after 19 20 is coming. So he converted into a continuous series 9.5 to 19.5. So here 9.5 9.5 matching, so this is called a continuous series. Here frequency also 3.5 is given, 3.5 likewise is given. The cumulative frequency I have previously told, we have to add the previous frequency. Here 3 plus 5 8 is coming, 8 plus 9 7 is coming, like total 18. So it is first we have to, in excess we have to continue taken the class and the y-axis we have to continue the cumulative frequency. Here 0 to 9.5, here 9.5, this is 3, so we have to make a point here. Then 19.5, so we have to 8 is coming, so we have to 8 is. Likewise we have to draw a graph. This is all about the today's topic. In the next class we will see the measurement of central tendency. We will deeply discuss about the mean, media, mode, and we will do some problem. This is my first video, so I think I am not up to the mark. I will also improve myself. Thank you for watching this video till end. So if you find this is informative to you, then you can like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you all.